tell you about my most embarrassing Halloween. It was actually my first Halloween too. Anyways, so it was when I was 5-6 years old when I had my first Halloween. And when I was little, I used to see a lot of Disney and stuff like that, and like I always wanted to be a Power Ranger. I always wanted to join the red Power Ranger. What was his name? I think his name was Tommy. I can't remember, but anyway, I wanted to be the red Power Ranger. And yeah, so my mom, she already knew that I wanted to be a red Power Ranger because I told her, and she said, oh, okay, whatever. So I'm at school, whatever. I get home from school, and my mom, she ended up going to the store, and she bought me the red Power Rangers costume, which was pretty cool because who's not gonna be happy to be a red Power Ranger? Power Rangers, and go Power Rangers, but it's all good, whatever. I put in a costume and everything. My legs went in, everything fit. There was one problem. I was a chubby kid. So I'm putting on the costume, and like the zipper part where you gotta, because apparently you had to zip it from the back, like up, whatever, like a dress. So it had like the zipper in the back, whatever. You gotta zip. Yeah, it didn't go up. It stayed halfway. Yeah, the zipper thing didn't go up, and then it was just halfway. So my mom, she said, oh, suck some air. And I sucked some air and whatever. And eventually, I had to breathe. So once I started breathing, I felt like that costume was gonna rip, to be honest. I felt like the material, it wasn't strong, man. I was like, oh, it's gonna rip, So my mom looked at it and she's like, nah, this ain't gonna fit you. So we ended up on going back to the store, return the costume or whatever. I was a little bit upset. So, once we get to the store, whatever, the cashier lady, she saw like, oh, was there a problem with the costume or something? Like, was there a defect on it? We're like, no, it just, it didn't fit. So we just left it like that, and she said, we could like return it and look for something else in the store within the same price range, or we could just get our cash back or whatever. We started looking around, and we're like, okay, I'll just be a vampire or whatever, I'll be Dracula. And we're walking around, and we find like this Dracula costume. It came with the little white shirt, the cape, the little fangs. I thought it was gonna look scary. I was gonna be like, roar. We bought it, whatever. We bought the face paint and everything. Everything was Gucci, everything was good. And we get home, whatever. My mom, she saw painting me. I looked at myself in the mirror, but I didn't check myself in the mirror once I had the paint on me. So we kind of just like, whatever. My mom, she ended up on doing the painting though before we left the house to go trick-or-treating. We leave the house, we're walking around a neighborhood, where we were gonna go trick-or-treating. And how everybody, usually when you knock on the door, the people that give you the candy, they're like, oh, look at him, he's so cute, or oh, look at his costume, or look at her costume, whatever. Wow, I say the word whatever a lot. Anyways, back to the whole story. I kind of realized that people weren't saying nothing about my costume, because I thought I looked scary. Because it's this little kid, walking, knock knock knock, trick or treat. And eventually, every time I said trick or treat, at the end I will hit them with that roar, so it'll be like knock knock knock. They open the door, and I'll be like, trick or treat, roar. I thought I looked like a scary Dracula. That's what I thought. In my mind, I'm like, man, I'm scary, I'm out here scaring people. I'm going like, roar to everybody. And, we're walking, whatever. We end up on running through one of my mom's friends from work, from back then. And she's like, oh, is that your kid, whatever? My mom's like, yeah. And she said, oh, he's such a cute little panda. I was little in my head. I'm like, she said panda? She called me a panda? I'm confused. I'm like, I was gonna tell her, ma'am, I'm a vampire, but I was a little kid, so I didn't really care. I was like, probably, I don't know, probably she saw it wrong or something. I don't know, probably she needed glasses, so I don't really know. But I get home, whatever, and the first thing that I do, I go to the mirror and check to see how I looked, and I did look like a panda. I look like this little cute panda that you're about to see on the screen right now. Yeah. So I did end up looking like a panda, and the thing that made it more looking like a panda is that I was already a chubby kid. I was a little chubby kid. So imagine this little chubby kid that thought he was a vampire, just walking trick or treating and going to people, roar, the whole time, and then realizing that I was a panda. I was a panda the whole time, and my mom wasn't the best artist. So what ended up happening, she put too much of the white paint face thing on my face, and my eyes, she made them way too dark. She made them into circles, and like I said, I was a little chubby kid, so it made me look like a panda. Well, we reached the end of the video. I just want to say thanks to whoever's watching this in 2018. If you're watching this right now, thank you. If you're watching this later on in the future, thank you still. Yeah, this video, I think it should be up by Halloween or before Halloween. But anyways, just want to say thanks to everyone who's watching this, and don't forget to like and subscribe. This is also my first video on YouTube, so I'm not really sure how this thing is gonna go. But I hope you guys liked my first Halloween story. Well, it was embarrassing actually, but hope you guys liked it. And yeah, have a safe Halloween. Hope you guys are having a great day, great week. Peace.